a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So the James Madison Dukes offense will have the first possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Wide receiver going in motion. Back has it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Dukes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. He's at the... and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, West Virginia. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. Inside the 25. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Dukes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a man. The throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Using his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm just trying to find ways to manufacture extra yards, right? I just get a couple extra in the red zone, and then I get that touchdown that I'm searching for. So I like it. It wasn't ultra productive, but it's a good way to get positive yards.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Instead of trying to just take the lead with a field goal, they'll leave the offense out there to try to punch in the touchdown. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Rides it and reads it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the Mountaineers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The lone back's got it. And that ball's free behind the line. Touchdown, James Madison. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Brings him to the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
First down, West Virginia.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Cook. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Cook. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. 2nd down coming up. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And the Mountaineers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Mountaineers! the back on the option. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to read. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets it out quickly. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They're going back to the ground. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Dukes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Cook. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the deep.
Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown Mountaineers. And they kick it in for 6 more points.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
James Madison.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, thanks. You put these two programs together, given the seasons they had, and we figured we might get a notable first half in this New Mexico Bowl. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And the Dukes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Brings up third down.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Breaks into the open. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Direct snap. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, James Madison. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
West Virginia, 21.
He'll start the return inside his spot. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some...
Continues to fight for yards. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Jukes his way for more. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Cook. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the 1st down.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
James Madison, 38, West Virginia. 21.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the 1st play. You need to be successful and productive on that 1st play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A strike downfield. Now they'll really try to get this drive. Execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. they're still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Fires left. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Well, he's a matchup. Because of his size and his speed, it's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. Nice job there working the post route, really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter. Got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he just flat dropped I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The give on the option. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Finding open areas. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Snap to the back. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the move. Picks up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, James Madison. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. Scooped up by the kicking team.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Going right to work up top. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
First down, West Virginia.
To the air on first down. Snags it over the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
On the play.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Plays north out of bounds at the 21.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw on third down. Firing toward the end zone. He's got it. Couldn't quite. And not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Everybody and their brother showing blitz. To the air on second down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. Trying to pound their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field. Seemingly it will. Throwing the ball